As of today, January 1st, 2021, Kyle Larson has officially been reinstated into NASCAR. And with that, we're going to revisit this question. What kind of year will Hendrick Motorsports have? I'm going to explain what I think next. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first NASCAR Hot Take episode back since, I want to say, like mid-November of last year. And this is episode 11 overall, and I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. I really hope you guys have a really good 2021. I know last year really was kind of rocky and was just all over the place, but hopefully 2021 shines just a little bit more light than, blocks out the light, if you know what I mean. But anyways, let's talk about stuff that is NASCAR related. Like I said, this is the first episode of 2021, and I'm revisiting a topic that I had talked about all the way back when Larson was reinstated and then later signed with Hendrick Motorsports. Let's get down to business here. So now that Jimmie Johnson has left the team and has gone straight to IndyCar to run the road courses, that team is now completely filled with youth. Every single driver there is under the age of 30. So, before I actually talk about what kind of year I think Hendrick Motorsports is going to have this year, let's just do a full rundown of just the lineup and what kind of accomplishments that these guys had last year. You basically have William Byron, who came off of a pretty good year by finally nabbing his first win at Daytona. He's back in the 24. You've got Alex Bowman, who drove the 88. He also came off of a pretty good year by winning one race at Fontana, freaking dominated the thing, and then was announced to take over Jimmie Johnson's ride, which is where he will be this year. We've got Chase Elliott, who in his 5th full-time season in the Cup Series won the championship after winning 5 races, and had himself a really great year last year, and I'm definitely hoping that he can pull it off this year, and I'm sure he does too. But now let's get to Kyle Larson. After all that he's been through last year, after letting a racial slur slip on an iRacing live stream, and after his team, with his agreement with Chip Ganassi Racing, and his agreement with all of the sponsors and with Chevy, all of those agreements, with all those terminated, Larson basically just was left with nothing. He was kicked out of the door. And then Larson did apologize for his actions the next day. World of Outlaws basically said, you know what, we accept this apology and we're going to let you keep racing. But NASCAR was like, well, in order for you to come back, you need to go through some I think it was sensitivity training. He was required to do that, and Larson did the sensitivity training. He completed it, and then was officially reinstated, and now is signed to Hendrick Motorsports to drive the number 5 Chevy for this year. And today, he got reinstated, as I said in the beginning. So, with that, what kind of year do I think Hendrick Motorsports is going to have this year? I really think that this year is going to be a very big and important year for that team. A lot of eyeballs are not just going to be on Kyle Larson to see if he actually has still got it, but the whole NASCAR fan base, I think, is going to be looking at Hendrick Motorsports and asking, now that Jimmie Johnson is retired and gone on to IndyCar, now that Kyle Larson is on the team, you know, how many wins are these guys going to get? You know, as a team, how many wins is Hendrick Motorsports going to get? How many, well, I don't know really, but what I'm saying is, what kind of year is the team going to have? Now, I know I already asked that question before, but my personal feelings on how the team is going to perform, I think they're going to have a really big year. As I said, it's going to take them a little while to get the ball rolling. I mean, especially on Kyle Larson's part, because he hasn't been in a Cup car since March, before the pandemic had hit and everybody was on lockdown. But I think it's going to take him a little while to actually get his groove back, and by then I think we might see Kyle Larson win maybe 2 or 3 races this year. That's my prediction. If not, maybe plus, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5. There's a lot of unknowns that are kind of just up in the air when it comes to Hendrick Motorsports. So the only other thing that we can do is just watch the team, see what kind of momentum they're going to have coming into Daytona Speed Weeks and beyond, and more specifically Daytona Speed Weeks, and just see how they do. I'm really thinking, as I said, that they're going to have a really big year. I think it's going to be a really great year, but one way to find out, though, and that's to watch the races and see how they do. We are going to revisit this on the NASCAR Pit Stop Show next Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, by the way, or now 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to go watch those shows now at 6 p.m. So it's gonna be great to have that show back, and honestly, I am looking forward to recording those shows again, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to those too. But that's gonna do it for episode 11 of NASCAR Hot Take. What do you guys think of Hendrick Motorsports this year? Do you think they're going to have a really good year? Do you think they're going to really have a dismal kind of year? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And that about does it for me. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have not considered subscribing yet, I recommend you do so in order to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And that about does it for me. I'll see you on the next one.